Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Bandwidth for TWiT specials is provided by CacheFly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is TWiT Live Special 232, recorded January 5th, 2015. CES 2015 Pepcom Digital Experience.
This CES TWiT special is brought to you by Squarespace. Creating and editing your website is easier than ever using their redesigned interface, Squarespace 7. Now with Getty Images, Google Apps integration, beautiful new templates, and more. Try the new Squarespace at squarespace.com and enter the offer code CES at checkout to get 10% off. A lot of gadgets, a lot of food, and a lot of geeks. I'm Father Robert Ballecer, the Digital Jesuit, and this is CES 2015 Pepcom. If you're watching our CES coverage, then you probably like speed. And nothing gives your system faster speed than, well, an SSD. We're here at the Kingston booth where they just refreshed their line of HyperX, their 3X line of SSDs. These are the ones that we've been using on Know-How to great effect. Now, these new ones will do 560 megabytes per second read, 540 write. Now, that's fast. In fact, this is something I'm going to want in my own system. I'm going to be stealing a few of these from the Kingston table, but I'm here with Mike Money from Kingston, who, well, Mike, what's that you got in your hands?
I have our new by 4 PCI Express drive called the Predator. This little guy's going to be out in February, and we've got a new controller from Marvell with native PCI Express by 4 support. This thing is fast. It's 1,400 megabytes per second on a read, 1,000 megabytes per second on a write. That's just incredible. And with over 100,000 IOPS, both read and write, this is going to be our fastest SSD in our product lineup.
This is something that we've been waiting for a while. We've heard about native PCI SSDs. Fusion IO famously opened up the market for super high-end, super fast SSDs. Yeah. But you've done it in a package that fits into an M2. Believe it or not, folks, this is not a PCI Express card. It's just a PCI Express adapter. Yep. The module itself is this M2 module. You can put that into any NUC, into any motherboard, into any laptop that is an M2 interface. Oh, tell me, what's the magic? How can you get speeds like that? Because previously, the only way I've heard of getting something even close to that is to use like a stripe in order to put together a couple of SSDs.
Right. Well, the M.2 form factor supports 3 different pinouts. So you can either do SATA, you can do by 2 PCI Express, or by 4 PCI Express. Now, we previously launched the by 2 and the SATA in this form factor, but this is our first by 4. And so that's what's going to give us that full throughput, the more channels, and higher reads and writes.
Mike, I know that the HyperX line has just been refreshed. Can you give us pricing and availability on these, and then give me availability? I know you don't have pricing, and now you have to guesstimate the availability, but tell me when people can start to expect these.
This one will be February, so that's next month, and for the Savage refresh of our 3K drive, that'll be out in around the March time frame. The capacities are going to be 240, 480, and then look towards Q2 for 1 terabyte capacities in each of these product lines. What's amazing about both these drives is it's over 100,000 IOPS. That's both compressible and incompressible data. So you're not losing performance.
Well, there you have it. We're going to be getting some speed from Kingston. Look for it on Know-How.
Hey, Dick DeBartolo, Maz Mediterranean to End the Gizwiz. We're here live at CES. You know, you buy a laptop, you love the laptop, you pay the guy, you're going to carry your little laptop around with you every day, and then he says, oh, don't forget, you got to carry that with you. What? Are you kidding me? Well, now there's a way not to carry that, but just to carry this. And we're going to talk to a gentleman who started the company called
Zolt, which charges pretty much any laptop. It's the smallest, the lightest, and the smartest charger that you'll find on the planet today.
Now, I have a 17-inch HP laptop at home, and then I have a tablet. I have a lot of different laptops. I could use this on each one of them?
You can use this on any laptop as long as the total power that you draw from The wall socket is less than 70 watts. So this is a 70-watt charger.
Okay. And you know, I noticed that there's a plug built right into the bottom here. So this is all you have to carry with you.
That's all you have to carry with you. We provide you with a cable. It's a USB to a generic laptop cable connector. And there's a generic cable, and we provide you with 7 tips that actually come along with this.
Let's show the 7 tips over here.
Yeah. And they fit pretty much 90% of all the laptops that are out in the market at this point in time. So you plug these 2 things in, and then you plug this one into your laptop, and then you plug this one into your little laptop socket in here. And you have all your devices getting charged at the same time.
Wow. And you know, someone, your PR guy said that this is a rotating plug?
It's a rotating plug as well. So if you had plugged this in, let's say, like this into this socket, you could actually rotate this 90 degrees just to make sure that you're not interfering in any power source.
Anything else. And now we get to the price.
It's available $99.99 retail. It's going to be available in the market in May. You can, starting tomorrow, pre-order this for $79.99 on our website, gozolt.com.
Great. And you know what? I don't think I asked your name.
Dinesh Ramanathan. I'm the CEO of the company.
The CEO of the company. You see, we go right to the top here. And give the website one more time.
It's gozolt, GOZOLT.com.
And 79, how much was the price?
It's $79.99 during CES. After that, it'll be available retail $99.99.
Okay, perfect. This is a really easy thing to carry around. It is so small that I don't think he'll notice I put it in my pocket as I walk away. You got to do something at the show. We're going to look around, find more stuff. Hey, you know what this guy is? This is Petcube. It's a pet camera. You know, if you have a really talented pet who can go out and earn money at weddings and stuff, no. Your pet doesn't use the camera, but the camera is for your pet. And Yah, you know, like the pirate Yah, is going to tell us a little bit about Petcube.
Hey there. So Petcube is a home camera for pet owners. Inside of it, there is a camera, a microphone, a speaker, and a laser pointer. You can actually move the laser pointer watching live video stream from your smartphone. And it's super easy to install, so you put it at your home, you connect to home Wi-Fi, and then wherever you are, when you miss your pet, when you're at work or wherever, you can just tap a couple buttons on your smartphone and, you know, see your pet. You can play laser games with them, so cats and dogs, they go crazy.
Can you actually take pictures of your pet?
Yeah, you can. You can take pictures, you can take videos, and share all this in social networks. And
you know, as you're watching on your smartphone, could you take a picture of your pet?
Sure.
And then tweet it?
Yeah. Okay. Immediately. Yeah.
Immediately. Great. Yeah. And what is
actually? So inside the Petcube app, there is this community of pet lovers, and you can scroll through their photos of their pets. You can follow the ones you like, and this way you can get your daily dose of cuteness. You know,
okay.
We say there is an app for cuteness, and it's Petcube.
Okay. And the price?
We sell it for $199 at petcube.com and on Amazon.
And it's available now?
It's available now. We just started shipping first devices like a month ago.
A month ago. Okay. Petcube.com. A very clever idea. Something we found here live at CES. Now we're going to go over to Padre covering CES. And Padre thinks it's Catholic electronics stuff. So if you meet him, don't, you know, disturb him or distrust him. Okay? Over to Padre.
If you watched CES last year or my review on Before You Buy, then you know what this is. This is the Fugoo. It's an innovative speaker system because it uses a common core that you can put into multiple cases. You want it waterproof, you want it elegant, you want it on your bike, you want it mounted on a pole for basketball. You could do that with a Fugoo, and it was pretty much disaster-proof. We threw it in the ocean. We buried it in sand. I dropped it off the top of a building, and it still gave us beautiful sound and 40 hours of power. Well, this was nice, but now we've got the big boy. I'm here with Gary. You're gonna have, you know what? You're gonna say it because I always mess up your last name.
This is Gary Olsasser, the CEO of Fugoo. Thanks. All right, we got here is the XL versions of Go Anywhere. This is the Fugoo Sport XL. All right, everything you hear about the other ones, we now just made it double. So you've got 35 hours of battery life, fully waterproof, 3 feet, 30 minutes. You can now charge your iPhones, Android devices, and tablets off of this device as well. It's fully waterproof. It actually floats as well on these units. This is going to be $299, delivered in August. It's got 8 speakers, so it's still got 360 audio. We've now got handles, shoulder straps, and straps around it, wrap them around kayaks, paddle boards, etc. Get the party going. Around April and May, we'll bring out free software for all of our units to do multiple speakers as well, so you can drive 2 simultaneously. Fugoo.com.
Gary, most products, if they just supersize it, it's not a great concept. People always complain because it's just like, oh, you just made it bigger. Right. But it actually worked, because one of the things I liked about the Fugoo was the fact that it was so versatile. You could use it in so many situations, but people complained that it wasn't loud enough. It was great for your room or, your vehicle or a small group, but when you wanted to go outside, it just didn't have the punch. Is that what drove you to make a bigger version?
Absolutely. The current Fugoo speakers are individual, couple-person speakers. We've now got a lineup for a party. And now when you run 2, you're going to have a real party. You'll have one in the kitchen or family room area, one in the backyard, or a couple out by the beach. And so you got now enough loudness to really have a party and have a great time. We were also able to give it a substantial kick. It goes down to 50 hertz. It's a phenomenal performance platform. And also our wearable remote works with it as well. So that's why we did this one. It just goes anywhere now for more people.
Okay, Gary, one last question. This was so popular because we could torture it and it kept running. Would you feel comfortable with us doing the same sort of torture test with the Big Brother?
Yes, it's obviously larger, but it's fully waterproof. I'd recommend not feeding it to your dog this time, please. But other than that, yes, it's fully waterproof. So here we go. Let me get it going here. Apologize.
That is cool. There you have it, folks. It's the Fugoo. It's back. It's bigger. Look for it on Before You Buy. If you've watched the TWiT TV network at all, you know that we like to cover emerging technologies. And one of those technologies has been the rise of things like the Segway and the drone, the quadcopters that use balanced controllers. I'm here with Jack Mudd from One Wheel, who has a new spin on Segway-like travel. What is this?
This is called the One Wheel. So it's actually a new electric board sport. So what it is, we have a motor inside this go-kart tire. We have batteries under my right foot and control electronics under the other. It works a lot like the drones do, right? It's gyros and accelerometers that are absorbing a lot of information, digesting it, and telling the motor how to respond. So what you get is an incredibly smooth ride that's really intuitive, because all you have to do is lean to go, right? So I lean to go forward. If I want to go faster, I lean more. Slow down, I lean back. And it's all heel and toe carving, just like snowboarding or surfing.
What I love about this is it is that combination of technologies that you know. If you've got a smartphone, you've got an accelerometer, which this uses. If you've got a toy quadcopter, then it's doing this sort of balanced calculation of figuring out where the center of gravity is and where it needs to shift to push it back. And that's what ultimately allows you to have control over your motion. Now, let me ask you, how far can you scale this up? Because right now it's interesting, it's fun. You're walking around the hall, this is an eye catcher. But where do you want this to be?
Yeah, so really 2 things. One, this is a new sport. So this is not skateboarding, this is not snowboarding. What you can do on a One Wheel is totally different from what you can do on anything else. Just in the last year, we launched on Kickstarter last year at CES. The progression of riding and the progression of the board is absolutely unbelievable. So we actually just released our app today. And one of the cool features that the app can do is that you can send out firmware upgrades to all the owners of One Wheels. So as we continue to hone in on the perfect riding experience, we can actually shoot that out to our backers, to any owner of a One Wheel. And your board is actually evolving with you. So, I'm really looking forward to seeing where people take this. And it's also an awesome way of getting from point A to point B. It's much more fun than hopping in your car, I think.
Well, Jack, I got to say that quadcopters went from being a curiosity to something that so many people around the world are doing, and they're doing it with gusto. They're figuring out new ways to use them. I'm thinking maybe the one wheel might be the next wave.
We think so too. We think so too. It's too much fun to not be, honestly.
Father Robert Ballecer at CES, and if you want to get around, maybe you just need one wheel. Let's go ahead and bring you back from some of the CES goodness to talk about the sponsor for this TWiT special at CES 2015, and it's Squarespace. Now, again, you know them, you love them, you understand why we like them so much. And with Squarespace 7, there's even more reasons to love them. Like, for example, their new design allows you to do that immediate preview. So it's not change, save, view, change, save, view. No, you make the change and you see it in the preview window. It saves so much time when you're editing, and that's what you want with Squarespace. That's what you want with your web presence. Now, what else do they include? They include things like cover page. This is actually really cool. It's included with Squarespace 7. It lets you choose from 10 different templates, and it's perfect for creating quick landing pages. If you've ever wanted to get something up there just now, immediately, not only do you get the templates, not only do you get cover page, but you get things like the Getty image integration so that you can get high quality images, thousands of them, into your page legally with a couple of clicks. It's one of the things that we think is the future for presence on the web. You know, not everyone is a programmer. Not everyone can go out there and find a web provider or a front end and a back end provider. Not everyone can program to make sure that everything works properly. Well, with Squarespace, you don't have to. They take care of the front end. They take care of the back end. They take care of the programming. And because you are on their cluster of servers around the world, you never, ever go down. It's part of the Squarespace promise. Oh, what else is included in Squarespace? Well, if you've never watched TWiT TV, I guess I should tell you. You do get that access to Getty images. You do get those beautiful templates. You do get that instant preview, but you also get things like e-commerce included with your package. That means that if you're a nonprofit, you can accept donations. Or if you're selling your art, your product, wherever it might be, you get an interface right in Squarespace. That's more secure and easier for you. Oh, and by the way, the entire thing only costs you as low as $8 a month. And if you buy for a year, you also get a free domain. That's not all. I could leave it there, but it's incredibly easy to use, and they make sure that they include things like Google Apps integration. So you don't get a generic email address, you get the email address for your domain. You can get your calendar, your docs, whatever applications you need will be part of your Squarespace website. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. Talk to Leo Laporte. Talk to any of the hosts of TWiT. Go ahead and jump onto the Squarespace website and see for yourself some of the designs that they have, and tell me that it's not some of the most beautiful stuff that you've ever seen. Now, we want you to start a free 2-week trial. You don't even need a credit card. When you decide to sign up, just use the offer code CES to get 10% off. To begin using Squarespace 7 right now, existing customers can go to the Settings tab to activate all the new features. We thank Squarespace for their support. A better web awaits. Squarespace. Start here. Go anywhere. Now back to CES.
Hey, you know, there are dash cams for cars. How about sort of a rear end cam for bikes? I'm here with Andrew. And Andrew, tell us about your gadget here.
Thanks, Dick. Yes, we've got a brand new product that we've just brought out called Fly 6. Now, Fly 6 is a fly on the wall that's looking out for your 6 while you're cycling your bike.
And we have one here.
Absolutely. This is one right here. So it sits on the back of your bike and it records everything that goes on behind you while you're cycling. It's about a safety product which can look out for you in case you need it. In case the worst thing happens, you've actually got it recorded on your device.
And you know, when it gets to the end of the recording, does it, like a dash cam, erase and keep going?
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, something doesn't happen every time you go for a ride, so you just really want to loop over everything. But if something does happen, you've got it recorded there for when you need it.
And how long is the recording before the battery runs out?
Well, it's got a 6-hour battery life, so it records pretty much a very, very long ride. And because of the size of the SD card you get with it, it's an 8 gig card, record for 2 hours. and then it loops over itself. But you can actually put in a 32 gig card if you want to record and keep more.
If you want to keep the whole 6 hours.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of race events are a bit longer, and sometimes there's a lot of action. You want to keep a hold of that too.
And you know, if something exciting happened, could you unclick it real quick and just use it as a little camera?
Absolutely. Look, we've had people use it as handy cams. People use it filming their kids, both in the house and out riding. So it has a lot of versatile use.
You know, I didn't ask, is there a mic in there?
Absolutely. It's all on audio and 720 HD as well.
720 HD. Okay. And you were on Kickstarter. How did the Kickstarter go?
Well, you know, when you bring out a brand new product, and this is obviously an invention, you really don't know how people are going to take it on board and understand it. Well, we were trying to get $95,000. We actually got $265,000. So as far as we're concerned, it was an epic success. And since then, we've been selling heaps. We're in almost every state in America and selling to another 29 different countries.
Amazing. Wow, all that money allows $10,000 for me just to do this alone. And what's your website?
Well, our website's cycliq.com. That's CYCLIQ.com.
Oh, and they didn't ask the price.
Oh, it's $249.
And it's available, you're shipping now?
Yeah, we ship from our website. It's actually available in many stores as well throughout America.
Great. I like it. Dick DeBartolo, Mads Medisrider, and the Gizwiz here at CES Live.
You know that I like drones, which is why we're here at the Parrot booth at CES, the first day of, PepCom. I'm talking to Francois from Parrot, who's going to tell us all about the Bebop. Now, Francois, the Bebop has been making waves because it's an advancement from the Parrot AR, which was one of the products that really made drones or quadcopters popular. This, well, it's really for video enthusiasts. Tell me a little bit about what makes the Bebop so special.
So what is really new on this Bebop is that it has a stabilized video camera, but everything is done digitally. You don't need any mechanics, no motors, no nothing. You have a wide angle, 180 degrees camera, and you have a 1080p of 80 degrees field of view video recorded. And so when the drone moves, it tilts, and then we move the window to stabilize the camera. And also you can choose the tilt angle that you want to shoot. So if you want to look at the ground or at the seal, you can do whatever you want.
And of course, the advantage of that is a lot of the quadcopters that use mechanical gimbals, well, it adds weight, it adds complexity, it adds another thing that can break. If it's all solid state, it means that you can decrease the amount of weight and you increase flight time. Now, speaking of flight time, how long can I get on a single charge?
On a single shot on this one, you have 11 minutes.
Now, the Parrot is famous for using touch devices like phones and tablets for their interface, but you've done something special with the Bebop. You've included, or you have an option of this thing called the Sky Commander. What is that?
It's the Sky controller. In fact, it's a remote control, so you can connect. You still connect over Wi-Fi to the Bebop. It's based on Android also, and but it has an enhanced Wi-Fi range. So in fact, you can go up to 2 kilometers with it.
So I can get this from 2 kilometers away, and I believe the controllers go on either side of the tablet, so I can always see what the camera is doing. So essentially, you're giving me a high-definition camera filming platform plus FPV up to 2 kilometers away.
Yeah, that's right. And you have all the connection. You have USB, HDMI. So if you want to connect glasses or anything else, you can connect to it and have a real FPV experience, in fact.
All right, we got to do specs. So we know that it does 11 minutes of flight time. We know that you can get the Sky controller to increase the range. We know that it does 1080p, 30 frames a second. What about price?
So the price for the Bebop only, it's $499. And for the bundle with the Sky controller, it's $899.
And is this available now?
Yes, since December in the US, yeah.
There you have it, folks. If you want to get up in the air, maybe you need a little Bebop. If you're like me, you probably have a bunch of gadgets, but you got a little problem. You need to get them charged, connected, and controlled. Now, you could buy a bunch of products to do all three, or you could get a SlimPort. I'm here with Marv Wu. Did I say that? Sue. Marv Sue. Yeah. It's a long night, folks.
That's all right.
And you're going to explain to us what this little box is. What is this?
Well, it's a remote control for something we're announcing here called the Nano Console.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me give you some background. Today's mobile devices are getting very, very powerful. If you think about the processor in there, how how much resolution there is. They're doing 1080p in full HD. So what you're seeing now is mobile devices have become as powerful as personal computers, game consoles, media streamers, you name it. They are a full-blown computing device. So why restrict it to just something that you stare at on a little screen? And if you're like me, where my eyes are getting a little old, I got to be staring at them like that. Well, you'd rather be putting the picture on your mobile device on the big screen. And that's where SlimPort comes into play. So for many, many phones, if they are what we call SlimPort enabled, up till now, what you have to do, if you want to get your phone's video up on the big screen, is to get a SlimPort adapter. Now, our customers love this capability, but they say, well, there's some things I'd like to also do. Like, I like to charge my phone while I'm using it, and it's showing, the screen up to the big screen TV. And then, if my phone is projecting up to the big screen TV, I don't want to keep getting up to touch the screen to change things. And that's why we came out with the Nano console. So here it is. This is the Nano console, and it's a dock. It's a mini dock. And what you do is you would put your mobile device right here, and then you would plug this little cable into it. This is a SlimPort connector into your mobile device. And what that will do is allow video to come out of your mobile device. There's an HDMI out that connects to a big screen TV. And at the same time, it'll also charge your mobile device. And what that means is you go home, you say, hey, I want to charge my device and also connect it to the big screen TV. You put it in, you sit down on your couch, and Father, that's when the little red hockey puck comes into play. This is your remote control to control your mobile device while you're sitting on your couch.
I like this thing. It's actually really nice. It's a good feeling remote control. Now,
it is. Look at how cute it is when it sits on the Nano console tower like that.
Now, there are going to be people who say, wait a minute, isn't this just MHL? I mean, we saw MHL. I see this as being a bit more elegant. It looks like you put a bit more thought into not just connecting, but how you want to use your device.
That's right. So it's really about, we are taking the future of, we're moving into the future of how do we really make mobile devices the center of your digital world, digital universe. And really what it means then is it's not just enough to say I want the screen for my mobile device to go to a big screen. I need to be able to do other things useful with it. It's really important that I keep my mobile device charged, but it's also important that I control it. And so let me show you. It's as easy as here. We have an Amazon Fire HDX 8.9. And what we do is it's attached to the Nano console. And now you can see, I'm just going to put my thumb here on this remote, and I'm just scrolling through apps and games. And, I downloaded a movie. I could just start up the movie right there. Oh, I want to go to the home page. I just click on home. I'm right there. Oh, I actually shared some documents from my PC or from the cloud that I've loaded onto my mobile device. In fact, let's look at them. Oh, you know what, Father? This afternoon, I went and took some pictures. Let's look at some of these pictures. And here I can browse them. And there you can see, wow, isn't this a lot nicer looking at these beautiful pictures on a big screen TV instead of looking at on a albeit pretty large tablet, but still, there's no comparison when you can do it in that large a screen and be able to sit on your couch, relax, and hold this little Nano remote to control everything. It's almost an extension of you touching the glass on your mobile device.
Yeah, I mean, that's a better way to use your mobile device. Marv, thank you very much. Now, pricing and availability, when can they pick up one of these Nano docks?
That's right. You'll see us being able to bring this to market in the March timeframe for pre-ordering, and then you'll see it in full availability starting around the April-May timeframe of this year. In terms of pricing, we're working on that. It's looking to be around the $50 range.
Fantastic. Thank you, Marv, and take a look at a SlimPort.
Thank you for your time, Father.
Okay, well, these are going to recharge my body, but we need to recharge all of our equipment. It's been a long night here, the first day of CES at Pepcom, and I want to thank everyone who made it possible, especially to Dickie DeBartolo for coming in to show us the crazy tech, for Pepcon for letting us in, and for all the vendors who showed off their latest and greatest. Until next time, I'm Father Robert Ballecer, the Digital Jesuit. I'm going home to recharge. You should too. Bye-bye.